We've all made mistakes. Here are 3 tips to make this year the year that you forgive yourself. Hi, my name is Kalah Haley with Kidogo. Are you a procrastinator or a perfectionist? I'll tell you that I'm both. Whether big or small, one thing that we all have in common is that we've made some pretty big mistakes in our lives. For me, some of my biggest mistakes have happened just in the last 4 years. I didn't finish college with 1 class left. I broke up with my boyfriend after dating for about 2 years, and I got fired from the church. During that time in my life, I felt like a pile of junk. I was embarrassed, I felt full of shame, and it really impacted my relationship with God. During those dark times, there were 3 things that I did to help forgive myself and free myself from all my baggage. And you know what? I'm living my best life, and I'm gonna share those 3 things with you. Is it just me, or is there something very attractive about someone who's able to acknowledge that they've made a mistake? Just like any 12-step recovery program, you first have to acknowledge where you are before you can stop and change directions, going to where you want to be. You've got to have a humble and honest conversation with yourself. You've got to be able to identify, how did I get here in the first place? For me, it wasn't until after I dropped out of college that I faced reality and I really understood how bad things really were. You know what, guys? I know we're a bunch of proud people, but you've got to apologize. You've got to apologize to God. You've got to apologize to all the people that you've hurt. Weirdly enough, you need to apologize to yourself. This last part is crucial. We're all in a state of becoming. Yes, you owe it to Jesus, but you also owe it to yourself to be your best. Apologizing to yourself demands a response. This is also how you can love yourself. As a Christian, I knew my sins were forgiven, but I just didn't feel like I was forgiven. It took 2 years before I finally accepted that God had already forgiven me, at which point I had then given myself permission to forgive myself. Real repentance comes with actions. You know, I love the story of Zacchaeus. If you haven't read the story, pause this video and go read Luke chapter 19, 1 through 10. When Zacchaeus repented, Jesus restored his true identity. This man too is a son of Abraham. I didn't just apologize to the people directly affected. I also decided to apologize to the folks who may not have even known, but also might have been affected. And you know what? When I did, I felt like my identity was restored. I hope these 3 tips help you to forgive yourself and to also get out of this dark time. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. But for now, that's another tool in your toolbox.